I don't care what happens. The sky can fall and omelets can go all over the stove. I'm going to learn. I shall overcome. It's sort of woman's liberation and, I mean, everything like that. If you're not going to be ready to fail, you're not going to learn how to cook. That's what that little lecture is all about.
Hi, I'm Chris Coombe, chef and owner of Deuxave restaurant.
And I'm Adrienne Wright, the executive chef. I really got my love for cooking from my grandfather, who I grew up with in the same house. And he would watch Julia Child's cooking on PBS. We would turn around and later on that week we would have French onion soup for dinner that he would make. Or, we would have whatever she was making again. So he was very interested in, the classics and really experimenting, which was where it all started for me.
So cooking's actually all I've ever done. I was very fortunate to start washing dishes in a neighbor's seafood restaurant up on the North Shore of Massachusetts at about the age of 11 or 12 years old. And I just fell in love with the energy, the craziness, the people, and I just love delicious food. So it's all that I've ever done my whole life. So my favorite thing about Julia Child is actually that she was a trailblazer. When you think about timing, when you think about the macro environment, she really paved the way for chefs like myself today to even have the opportunity to sit here and share my story and share my vision for food.
And even as those TV chefs really grew in numbers, Julia Child was the only female for so long on that wide scale national level. She really was a trailblazer.
The fact that she was able to reach so many different people on so many levels is really what made her special, is that she could captivate anyone with her energy, with her passion, and also with her food.
And her advocacy for having fun while you cook. I think that was really missing from the food culture in America at that time, was like, this doesn't have to be a daily drudgery of what are we having for dinner. She came out and said, like, you can try new things, you can experience, right. Experiment, you can have fun, be creative, drink while you cook, right? Like making the cooking an experience instead of a chore. Right. And I think that is something that still really resonates in our food culture. It says, inspiration for the mindful cook. This is my invariable advice to people. Learn how to cook. Try new recipes, learn from your mistakes, be fearless, and above all, have fun. Julia Child.